focus on the news, of course, from here. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being patient with everything. I hope that you've been taken well care of also in this building, and I want to say thank you to Boel and all those that have managed this place and the press center as well. So all respect to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you remember that a week ago when we started, we did that with low expectations but high ambitions. And I think to that we have added some hope. We have been happy to host these consultations. We've been happy to be a facilitator for the UN-led consultations. Today we hope that this can give also new hope to the Yemeni people and a success to the United Nations. And we are also ready to bring the outcome of the consultations to the Security Council already tomorrow. And the issues at stake, because I understand that you would be happy to ask all the questions about the substance, but you know the issues at stake are being discussed as we are here, and they are well known, and we hope that we will get all the details from the ongoing consultations later today, presented to all of you later today. My impression is that these discussions have taken place in a positive spirit, let's call it the rainbow spirit, and also in good faith. And as I said already a week ago, it takes concessions, it takes compromises, and it takes some courage to get these discussions going and to get good results in the end. And if that is what we will hear this afternoon, I think it is a first step on the long road to peace in Yemen. And that is also what I would finally say we will have to be reminded of, all the people that suffer in Yemen still, from the loss of lives and livelihood, from the starvation and all the suffering for people in Yemen. And that's what we have to keep in mind also when we go from here. So again, thank you for being here. I think we can take...
Madam Minister,
okay, well, most of the questions on substance will be presented at the press conference later today, but if you have some general questions, we might take one or two.
The next round is
you started.
It was scheduled for the press conference to be at 11 a.m. and now it seems it's postponed till 1 a.m. Do you think there have some complications or troubles or what's happening? And do you plan to endorse any agreement here in the Security Council?
Well, this is what I said, that if there is agreement here, this is what we will bring to the Security Council hopefully already tomorrow. That's very important for this UN process, and that's also why we're happy to have the Secretary General present here, so that we see that there is a continuation of the process. But this is, I think, the dynamic of any consultation and discussion or finding an agreement, that it can also be a bit dramatic to agree on formulations and what is the outcome until the very last hours. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
The next round to be here. Are you ready to receive again the delegation?
I think there will be a discussion about the next round for talks. We are happy if they can agree that there will be a next round, because I think that is a success in itself, that the process from now on will be agreed here. We are always willing to host if that is being asked from us. So of course we will try to facilitate also in the future any discussions or meetings.
How important is it that Antonio Guterres is coming here today?
It is important because it shows that the international community will continue to keep Yemen on top of the agenda and that the Security Council stays seized on this matter. We have insisted on that for 2 years. Sweden has been pushing very hard in the Security Council to make sure that Yemen is being discussed. And we do it from a humanitarian perspective, because this is unacceptable that people have to suffer to the extent that we've seen in Yemen, are still seeing in Yemen.
Last question over here.
Foreign Minister, besides possibly being another round of talks, which you said might be part of success, how does the Swedish government qualify this as a success, beyond just that they're going to talk more?
Well, you know, this is always the trick when you have had consultations or discussions or negotiations. How do you, who are the winners and are they losers, and how do you define a success? As I said, with low expectations, we said that if they can agree to continue to sit around the same table or to have discussions and consultations, come close to each other and try to agree on something, that in itself is a success. And I think that they have come together, that they've stayed here, both parties and all other actors as well, that they have sat around the same table, I think in itself is a success, and it's a good start of something, and we hope it will continue. We will also follow up with another pledging conference, as we have been part of 2 previous pledging conferences, so to make sure that humanitarian assistance can reach the people of Yemen.
Okay,
Just one in Swedish, please. One in Swedish.
En svenska.
För att det här mötet ska kunna beskrivas som en framgång, vad bör resultatet bli?
Jag tror att vi startade med låga förväntningar, men höga ambitioner, som också FN-sändebudet sa för en vecka sedan. Och vi tyckte väl redan från början att det faktum att man möts här, man sitter vid samma bord i sig själv, är ett viktigt steg framåt. Och om man nu kan enas om processen och samtalen, att de ska fortsätta och återupptas, så menar jag att det är en framgång. Därför att det här har fått pågå alldeles för länge, att parterna inte har kunnat komma överens om någonting. Och sen är det ju enskilda sakfrågor som har diskuterats, som man har kommit överens om, fångutväxling, och resten kommer att vara väldigt mycket av implementering. Och vi hoppas ju förstås i eftermiddag att vi ska få presenterat innehåll så att detta kan tas till säkerhetsrådet redan imorgon, och det avser vi att göra.
Tack.